What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're going to do this all over again. Let me just get that in a good angle so I can drive and kind of see what's going on. Yeah, so this time we are pretty much just going to talk on my way home about Warframe. So the deal is, I'm going to give you some light on the war within. It's coming up. I could go home and make, a video that would take me, hours upon hours to put together, and then you'll be too busy watching all the cool things that I do to even listen to what I'm saying. So it's just easier for me to tell you, while I'm driving. So the deal is, the war within, we did that preparation video like a month ago. And at that time they had anticipated that it was going to come out. Obviously not get delayed until November, but it was delayed. Well, get your hype up, people. Get your hypes up. And also get your asses in game and get busy. And I'm going to explain that part to you in 1 second as well. So, the War Within. In order to access the War Within quest, it's going to be a lot. A new player is not going to be able to just get in game and access the War Within. There's a lot of requirements that come before you can even... I'm going to angle that up a bit more there. Before you can even play it. Okay, so really, this quest, the War Within quest, the way I see it, is going to be designed right now for somebody that's got all their equipment all loaded out. They've played the game for a while, pretty much opened up everything, okay? I mean, there's no easy way to put that to you, or there's no short way to put that to you. I don't even know how to say it. But basically, in a nutshell, let me get on the highway here. You've pretty much got to have completed, like, damn near everything in this game. And by damn near everything, I mean, all your junctions have to be done and opened up, every junction. So all of us who've put off our junctions, like me, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep moving the camera around. Now I've got to go and run all my junctions, make sure all my junctions are opened up, okay? Part of the requirements are basically every single junction in here. Venus, Mercury, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Phobos, Europa, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Sedna junctions all have to be unlocked, opened, if you will. Now, as well, and here's the thing, as well, you have to have completed the Force Prize, which means you basically have to have started the game. On top of that, you have to then complete the Once Away quest. On top of the Once Away quest, you have to have completed Arcwing quest. On top of the Arcwing quest, you have to have completed the Stolen Dreams quest. On top of the Stolen Dreams quest, you have to have completed the New Strange quest. On top of the New Strange quest, you have to have completed the Second Dream quest. So, get all your junctions done. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests out of the way. And then you'll be able to access the War Within. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have a lot of time to make this happen. So, based on what was sent out today, to me and other media, they're expecting to start releasing promotional content on Wednesday for the War Within, which means we're probably about a week away, a little over a week away, right? So maybe next Wednesday, right, is what we're thinking. If they're going to start releasing promotional stuff and giving out more information on Wednesday, then we'll probably see it next Wednesday or Thursday, one of those 2 days most likely. And again, this is on PC, this is not on consoles. Please do not ask the same question that everybody asks me every time. I think we've been doing this for years now. No, it's not on consoles. No, have no idea what the time frame is for consoles on the War Within, as it just hasn't even gotten out on PC yet. And when it gets out on PC, it'll still be at least a month before you see it. You guys are behind, okay? You still have some updates to get that we are running on now before you can start looking at the War Within. I would say probably closer to the holidays. Maybe end of November. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's still too soon to tell. I mean, they've taken a lot of time on this one. So hopefully, with all the preparations that they did, the rollover into console release won't take as long. So probably when we get our War Within update, you'll get the rest of your update work prior to the War Within. Okay, you know, more or less like you do. You get big chunks of content, and then your big thing will be the War Within. That'll probably closer to the holidays. That's my assumption. But again, we just don't know with consoles. It's always too early. When you ask on the day that something is released on PC, nobody's gonna know when it's released on consoles. It just nobody knows. It takes time to gather the information, get the information from the team out to you guys, that type of stuff. So, you know, you have that. But, so back to the War Within. Like I said, I could have made a video here, and it probably wouldn't release until 9, 10 o'clock tonight, give or take. Maybe even later, who knows? Because when I get home, I've got tons of things to do. Matter of fact, I'm racing home to go back out anyway, so this will upload from my phone while I'm out at a meeting at the school for my son. So there's that. So, but I wanted to get it out there. So really, you've got a lot of content to go through. If you haven't gone through everything, pretty much get in there now and get going on it. Excuse me. And I'll be honest, I've got the junctions I've got to complete. I've put them off. I have put them off. I haven't completed them. And I may have one of those quests I still have to complete because I just didn't complete it. I didn't need to because I purchased the frame and whatnot before then, you know, instead of completing the quest. But we'll see. So I definitely have that to get through. Obviously, you know, I've been playing around with all the new weapons and everything else that's out there. So, you know, we'll still have that to talk about and do some videos on. But the big thing is going to be the War Within is almost here. Let's just say that. It's getting close. There's a few other things. It's going to be a pretty busy week in terms of Warframe stuff. I can guarantee you that. I can't really tell you much else that's going on. There's some big things that'll be coming up this week. Besides the War Within, I know at least one other big thing that'll be coming, which will be really cool. I'm pretty excited about it. I know a little bit about it. I'm going to find out some more about it. I don't know. I think tomorrow. But, you know, we're still a bit away. Gosh, here we go. A guy going really slow on the highway. Can you move so I can do the speed limit again? That would be nice. See, down here in Florida, slow traffic is legally required to move to the right. So if I'm going faster, even if I'm speeding and I'm going faster than the guy in front of me, he's supposed to move to the right. Which, of course, you know, people are jackasses and they don't do it. So, just like that, we'll do it ourselves. No, never mind. I'm not going to even say. Yeah, okay, anyway. So I'm pretty excited. I know I've got a lot to go through in terms of the game. So, you'll definitely see me in there. I know that, like I said in the last vlog that we did, and a couple of you guys, you know, really like it. Everybody seems to like it. Now, this is different for me. I'm not used to showing my face and talking and all that stuff in person. So, you know, it is what it is. Of course, I'm working on a cell phone, my old Samsung S5. You know, I like it. I no need to upgrade. At least this one doesn't explode. And I can still replace the battery and the SD card as I need to. So there's that. But I'm excited. I do have a lot to get done inside of Warframe. Obviously, I got to get those junctions completed and ready for this quest. But I do plan on coming up with a list of games that I am playing, that I'm involved in right now, that I'm going to set up a schedule. A couple of you guys did respond to that. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. It's been a long day. Excuse me. And so I'm going to set up a schedule of, the games that I'll be in on what particular day, more or less. I mean, it's almost guaranteed I can be in Warframe almost any time, any day, but for most Warframe stuff, you probably would see me, obviously, on Wednesday, Thursday. Usually on the updates is when you'll tend to see me the most. A lot of times during an update, or if an update is just released, I won't be talking to anybody when I'm in game. So if you're trying to have a conversation with me, I'm pretty much ignoring you, and it's not because I'm trying to be an ass about it. It's just that usually I'm trying to concentrate on all the things that have come out and trying to come up with, an overview video of some of the stuff. And usually with the big updates, it can take a lot of time to put everything together and figure out what I'm going to talk about, what I'm not going to talk about, what I'm going to leave on the forums and on my website versus, what we're actually going to showcase and all that stuff. So if I'm online during an update and I'm not talking, and you can ask the guys in my clan, okay, I'm not ignoring you because I'm an ass. Well, sometimes I can be an ass. I'm just ignoring you because I'm in the middle of something else. Don't think that I won't get back to you, because I will. I will try to get back to you, okay? I won't forget that I read the messages when you're leaving them, but you may not get a response right away, and sometimes you might be logged off before I even go to respond, because it can take a while to put together overviews, especially on major releases, if you will. So, yeah. Just waiting at this light. That'll take 3 lights for me to get through, based on where I'm at. So that's it, really. Also, I can tell you as a hint, second wave of glyphs are going to be coming soon. So there's going to be another round of glyphs for other fan channels. Okay, so the first round of glyphs, I still have some that I'm going to be giving out. Okay, so no worries about that. I didn't just throw the 200 that I got out and just say, here, everybody, take it. I wanted to take my time giving them out to people that really want them, that have contacted me. I mean, I've had some of you guys contact me as along with, giving them out in terms of, like little giveaways and stuff like that. So, and I've kept a running list of who has a code and who doesn't have a code. So who has the glyph and who doesn't of mine. And I'm trying, I don't want to make duplicates for people. I don't want to, I really don't want to just put a whole bunch on, in the description, and then one guy goes and grabs, 6 or 7 of them, and it's just unfair to everybody else. So that's why I still have mine, and I like to give them out on occasion to people, that ask about it. And like I said, I still have some. I know I've had a couple people tell me, hey, my code's not working, this and that. Well, I've gone through with mostly everybody, and the reasons the codes might not work, you're on consoles. I do not have console codes yet, guys. We have to wait a little bit longer before console codes come out to us, and that's just a fact of what it is. They want to do another round of glyphs before they release, I think, those codes from the first round, that we can put them on the console. So they'll be coming. They just haven't come yet. So yeah, there's that. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, I really want to get them out to all you guys out in the console world that have asked me about them all the time. But that's one of the reasons why a code might not work. If you're on console and I've given you a code, it's not going to work, because they're just PC codes. So please don't ask for a code right now. If you're, don't ask me to give you one of the codes I have right now. But if you really want a code and you're on console, now's a good time. I've had a couple of people ask me, and I've tried to make a list. I lost the list, so bear with me. I'm going to make a new list here, and I want to make a list of the consoles, so that way when I do get codes, I know who I want to give them out to right away. So I'll have that. That's kind of like a running list that we'll get going. And yeah, I did start giving out the platinum codes to everybody from the PC side. I know, again, everybody on the console should have received them if you participated in my giveaway in the beginning of the month. I started giving out some of the PC codes, so you may have messages. If you haven't gotten a message, I may not have gotten it out to you, and or you may not actually be a winner. And if you're not a winner, again, you are eligible for a Glyph code from me. So if you want one of my Glyph codes and you don't have one, please do contact me. Twitter, Facebook, Warframe forums. I'm easy to find. Hit me up. Just shoot me a message. And if you are a winner and I hadn't gotten back to you yet, then I can respond to you with your code for the platinum. And if you're not a winner, I can respond to you with the code for the Glyph that I have. So anyway, it's exciting. There's a lot of things going on here and with Warframe. And I know a lot of people, like, hey, the game is dying and this, that, and everything else. And the game's not dying. It's just going through a change. Of course, you have the point where we've been waiting for a very big update, and people have been very, very, hyped about the big update. And the stuff in between, to me, I've enjoyed all the stuff in between. I like the split up of the content, and I can't imagine them taking all these updates that have happened since Update 19 and putting it in with the War Within, depending upon what's coming out. It just would be way too much for anybody to try to cover content-wise, and to really wrap their head around, I think, overall, even if you're not a content creator. So, I don't mind that part, but I'm excited. There's a lot going on. The Warframe's not dying. Again, it's just going through changes. You've got players that have been playing for 3 years, 2,000 plus hours myself, as a matter of fact. And that's just a lot of time. I mean, that's more time than I've put in most other games ever. And I've put, 1,000 hours in other games, but this is just equal. This is just, like twice as much as I've ever put in to a game that I can think of. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that are tired, burned out. Like I've talked about that many times. Go play something else. Go do something else. Relax, rest. The game is here. It's just a game, It's not going anywhere. And then you've got your standard cycle, okay? So you're going to have a cycle. The game is 3 years old. You're going to have a cycle of players that are going to leave no matter what. And you're going to have new players coming in. And that's just how it works. It's the cycle of games, okay? I mean, average free-to-play game, developers want to, when they make their free-to-play idea, their concept, and they bring it to life, most developers are going to have a 5-year plan. And they would like to make it to the 5-year mark. Not every game that's ever come out has made it to the 5-year mark. Some have, some haven't. In terms of free to play, I mean, obviously you got World of Warcraft, that thing. It just, you got that. But so the same thing with DE. I believe right now, from what I last saw, like Steve's looking at like a 6-year plan right now. So we're only about halfway into this, and that's a lot. And the reality is, who's here now will not be here in 6 years. I mean, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's just the reality. At some point, I will, slowly break away from the game. The clan will probably slowly break away from the game. We'll find something new to play a lot more. Warframe will still be there. We'll still play it. I mean, a lot of the guys are playing other things right now, waiting for the big update and such. But you move on. I mean, it is a game. I would love to stay with the game as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love the game. It's just something that I'm really passionate about, and I think you guys all know that. But so you're gonna have that change of player base. Okay, and the change of player base doesn't mean the game is dying. It's just a change of player base. And it happens. It happens in all games. It happens all the time. Even big players, they're going to leave for other players to come in. It's the cycle, And again, a lot of things like burnout. So you get burned out, you take some time off, you leave. If you don't want to be, you know, like me, if I don't want to be a fan channel anymore and I want to get away from that, all I have to do is ask. I love doing it right now. I enjoy being part of it. But if I get to the point where I know that I'm just not going to really play a lot of Warframe, and I'm not going to be somebody that you can really keep up to date with in terms of, you know, latest and greatest things, or things that are just happening in general in the game, then at that point I may make that decision to, you know, leave. But I have no intention of doing that anytime soon. Right now, as it stands. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to talk to you guys about that. A little bit of traffic. I'm almost home, and I gotta get changed and go right back out. Gosh, I hope this meeting tonight's not very long. Anyway, so yeah, I'll catch you guys a little later on. Thanks for tuning in. If you did tune in, hopefully you got some information out of it. We'll do some more blogs, you know, and vlogs or whatever, and just be a little bit, just trying to change things up a bit. And so there's that, right? Just trying to change things up, and you guys seem to like it, and I've got to get used to it. I want to get used to it. I do need more equipment, obviously. I mean, working off my cell phone is just not going to work all the time, but it is what it is. Anyway, I will catch you guys soon. I got a whole bunch of other stuff still just sitting there that I just got to get all together for some of these other games I was talking about, and we'll get that out too. So stay tuned until the next episode of whatever it is. I'll catch you guys soon.